Hello and welcome back to our HIP Republic of Ireland campaign. In our last episode we managed to conquer one more county down here in Offaly. We had a de jure claim on it, of course, because it's part of our duchy here. But other than that, it's probably not that useful to us. It just has a castle and a bishopric. We would, of course, prefer to have cities, so we will just be granting this to somebody as soon as we need the space in our domain limit for another city. Actually, we can probably go ahead and increase our centralization here. Where is this here? Our realm laws. Council is undecided on this matter, it seems, so I'm not sure if this will even go through. We'll find out. This would lower our vassal limit by 5, I think. By 10. Give us a point of domain size, but of course we're considerably below our vassal limit, so that's not an issue at this point. Oh, we have a new heir, apparently. Our son is now the designated heir. Did our previous heir die? Who was that? A cousin or something? Alright, well, that's fine. That's apparently gotten rid of the erroneous no heir of our dynasty message as well, so that's good. We are still not in line to inherit the Lord or Grand Mayorship, if that's the correct term, so we could contribute to the campaign fund to try and make that happen, but I don't think we're really within range of being able to afford that for the time being. It's fine though, there are advantages even to not being the Grand Mayor. You're able to plot to seize trade posts and also to attack your fellow patricians for their trade posts, I think, so perhaps that would even be a benefit to us if we weren't in charge of the Republic for a while. Our son has finished his education in stewardship. It seems he's learned all the basic skills required, so he's a thrifty clerk. Could be better. I've noticed that Danica seems to carry a lot of anger around, so you can try to make him temperate, or have him trade in brooding for wrath. We'll try to make him learn temperance, and he did. And our nephew Diarmid has finished his education in the ways of faith and has become a scholarly theologian. Okay. Not amazing. Our heir is not married. This is our son Donal. We'll arrange a marriage for him. So we can get a landed character, but the two available are very young. It'll be a long time before they can actually get married. I think we might just want to get him married to somebody with a good genetic trait so that we can end up with a lot of talented dynasty members in our court that we can choose as our heirs. So if we can find a genius, that would be extremely good. Only one genius available, okay. I would settle for strong. Everyone's very young, it seems. Quick. We just want to sort this by age and just choose somebody approximately his own age. There's an attractive 16-year-old, okay. I guess that's our best choice. Attractive, not the most valuable genetic trait, but I guess it's better than none. Let's check on our centralization vote. Everyone's undecided, it looks like. So we could try to buy favors from people. But I think it would just pass as is, since it has one backer and no opponents. Alright, the marriage goes through. I'm not sure if they're just not going to... Oh, somebody's opposing it. This guy. Why would you oppose my laws? Two opposing it. So I guess we're going to get voted down here unless we were to, say, buy a favor from a couple of these people or something. Or maybe they'll just come down on our side. Yeah, we definitely won't be buying that favor. 80 might be a bit more reasonable, but I'm still kind of reluctant to do it, since this doesn't even do that much for us right now. We'll just let it go through and see what happens. Okay, they've rejected low centralization. Well, that's fine, I suppose. We'll try again later. Does this mean we can't enact another vote? Not for a year. Okay. Our friend, Donal. Everyone's called Donal. This is Donal Dove, I guess we'll refer to him as. Is inviting us for another party. Of course, we'll accept his invitation. Our fortified vault has finished in our Republic holding, our family mansion. And actually we have one more trade post limit available, I guess due to having more adult male family members at court, since our son just came of age probably. So we'll probably build another one of those right now. I was browsing some wares at the market when I saw a foreign adventurer walking by. One of my guards sneered at him and told the man in his husky, coarse voice, "We're watching you, scum." So we can be real rude and say, "That's right, scum, you foreigners are no good." Maybe we become proud. Or we can say, hey, that's no way to treat anybody. Gain some piety. I think we'll just gain the piety. We are actually humble, so we would have lost that if we became proud as well. Let's see where would be a good place to build a trade post. We have control over the Irish Sea, not just for the Republic, but for our family, if we can read that on the map. And I think if we build one more trade post in St. George's Channel, we'd have control over that for our family as well, so I think that's probably what we'll do. And we'll probably, for preference, build it in an Irish county, so that we can have cause to attack them and take some of their land. I'm not opposed absolutely to gaining land outside of Ireland, but my main focus is taking Ireland, so I guess that makes this a priority. So about 270 here, 267, almost 70 there. So I guess it doesn't matter too much which of these is a better county. I guess that would be Wexford, so we will go ahead and build the trade post here. We might want to build something else in our manor as well. We have the fortified vault, we have to have Great Mansion before we can upgrade that further, so maybe we'll just go ahead and do that. It also increases our tax income, which is definitely valuable. Literally. So we are up to a monthly income of 10 gold, which is pretty good. This vassal has had his opinion improved up to 39, and the court faction is happy as well. Which is, again, not that important. The prosperity faction is the one we need to worry about, really. We have arrived in Donal Dove's private rooms. Okay, we're looking forward to this. Donal Dove, by the way, is Irish. It means Black Donal, which I don't know how he got this nickname, but I guess that's fine. He suggested that we bring out, or we suggested to him that we bring out the board and pieces to play and seize the better strategist, and he accepted, insisting that we play for honor. Very well, let's play. We played for hours, the tides of fortune ebbing and flowing as you tried to attack your opponent's position without opening your defense too much. Eventually you found a critical opening and made a few inspired and aggressive moves and won the game. Okay, so we're on a bit of a winning streak in the strategy games, it seems. The reveling and carousing is over for now, time to get back to real life, so we have another chance to potentially lose stressed, which would be very good. Still no. That's fine though. Let's take another look in on world events. How is the Norman conquest going? Oh, 81% in favor of Harald Hardrad, if that's how his name is pronounced, which I always mean to look up, but I never remember to. But anyway, 81% in favor of the King of Norway, so it looks like Duke William the Bastard is not going to be successful in his conquest. He'll still retain a claim on the Kingdom of England, though, so I guess he could try again, potentially. But, no, he could ask for another invasion, I think, unless you can only do one per lifetime. I'm not sure. The Holy Roman Empire and French war is still going on, and France is actually winning, interestingly. It's not like the HRE is distracted, that's their only war. Is France just stronger? Got 19k to is at 18k, so I guess they're equally matched. Alright. Our city walls have finished, that's fine. Fortunately, you have annoyed this guy. Okay, well, I guess we just improved his opinion, so probably a net zero there. And I suppose we could look at declaring some wars then. Oh, we have righteous imprisonment on this guy with a 54% chance of succeeding, which we could bump to 65. I don't know, I don't think he's causing us problems, so I think we'll leave him be. What reason do we have? He's the leader of a plot to kill one of the other patricians. The Lord Mayor here. Our spy master. Well, I don't think we really care too much about that. In fact, if he died, it might even help us out. Would be this guy. He's in fact the leading contender for the Republic elections. So it would bring us one step closer, though we're lowest in the order as it currently stands. We'll just ignore the plot anyway. Okay, so apparently we've arrived again in the private rooms of Donald Dove. I don't know what it is, but this event seems to just fire twice every time. Quick succession. But I guess I won't complain. Alright, our vassal here expresses his wish to have a seat on the council. His contribution to the realm is significant and his military strength is not to be ignored. So including him in the council may eliminate a potential future threat. We'll say, I'll see what I can do, or say, I don't need you. Well, one thing I would like to do is to give him the advisor title, but I think that's not actually available to us. I think that might be a HIP thing. It says here that it appears in the list, the appoint councillor action, but it doesn't. It says we have no honorary titles to grant him. And if we look in our minor titles view, there isn't actually an advisor listed there, so I don't think we have that available to us. In that case, we might consider firing somebody else from the council, our steward maybe. He's so bad at stewardship though. And we can't appoint him chaplain, and otherwise we're firing another powerful vassal. We could fire Donald Dove here, who is such good friends with us that he probably wouldn't mind too much. So maybe that's worth doing. He's really bad at diplomacy as well, though. I think we'll just say no. With apologies. Okay, we're suggesting to Donald Dove that we play again to see who's the better strategist. And we've once again won. Okay. Alright, there's a group of carpenters in Dublin that are working together more and more, as well as taking on apprentices. This is a situation that cannot be ignored. And so you either need to approve of this Carpenters Guild to ensure that you have a good reputation among the skilled workers, or you could outlaw them to make sure they're not an impediment on the local market structure. So we can lower city tax slightly, which actually is going to cost us quite a lot of money, since the majority of our income is city tax. In our domain, or maybe it only applies to this city tax, that is a tax on city vassals, and it doesn't apply to our domain income, even though most of our domain income is from cities. I don't actually know. It probably only applies to city tax. I'm not sure about that though. Or we could outlaw the guilds, anger city vassals, and get slightly more city tax. I'm gonna do this and see what happens. We can benefit from the lower build time as well. And I guess minus 5% is not that bad. So it looked like our domain tax went down. Or our domain income. So I think it does lower that. Okay. Reveling and carousing is over for now. Time to get back to real life. So we can again have a chance of losing stressed. So we win the games every time, but stay stressed apparently. Which is unfortunate, but we haven't died yet. Alright, so let's see who we might be able to declare war on. We have CBs on Norway, but that's probably not a good idea. We have a CB on Oriel. Alright, I guess we can probably seize the city, but it would be on behalf of the rival patrician in here, and we wouldn't get it ourselves. I guess we could still do that, though. Our truce with Ulster is in effect for quite a while still. Or alternatively, we can wait for our trade post in Wexford to be built and seize a city down there instead, which actually I think is better, since we'd gained that for ourselves. Our friend Donald Dove has improved our grumpy vassal's opinion. Good. And our son claims that he would be a better spy master than this Lord Mayor, and I have no doubt that he would. But I definitely can't fire a powerful vassal from the council. So we can say, don't ever bring your petitions to me again, which I think we will say. It's the same effect, I think. But just means he won't bother us about it in the future, I assume. A trade galley belonging to the Okinsalis shipping empire has been several days overdue. This morning another captain on the Ufurgala payroll came into port with flotsam from the lost ship, which he claims to have found in the wake of a recent storm. It looks like your galley was caught in it. Sea shall be their grave, so we lose 50 gold. Okay. Unfortunate, I suppose. And our trade post is finished. Okay. So I think we'll just go ahead and probably declare immediately, unless he has some ridiculous pacts or alliances, which he does not. This guy is a Gol Goidel culture character, which I think is like Norse, judging by his face mask and his dynasty. While we, of course, are Gaelic. I guess that's not really relevant to anything, but I just thought I'd point it out. So we can seize the city of Enniscorthy. Okay, we'll do it. The council is in favour. Enniscorthy, of course, is where large parts of the recently Oscar-nominated film Brooklyn were shot. Which, again, is absolutely not relevant to this game in any way, but I thought I'd mention it. So they've sieged our trade post, which is not really a concern, since it doesn't give them any war score. And this is plains, and if we go from Wicklow, we will not be crossing any rivers, so that's ideal. Maybe Kildare has no river crossing as well. Okay, we can just go that way. And we'll put commanders in charge. We'll probably be at near full morale by the time we get there. Oh, they've sailed around us and are going to siege us up here, probably. Well, I think we'll actually head up there and fight them before we settle down to siege. I think we'll be taking a river crossing this time, though. not a huge deal. I think we'll win anyway. And he's probably retreating to his home county, so we'll just follow. And win another battle there. For another 20% war score. So I don't know if he can now siege us. We probably shouldn't be able to, so we can just settle down and siege his holding here. Oh, he can siege our trade post up here, so we don't care about that. So we should be able to just siege a couple of holdings here and get a pretty easy victory, but that will have to wait for the next episode because we're just about out of time for now. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.